Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, John. Microphage. Tobin. What's up? How's everybody doing today? Sports. What's up? Hey, John. Gonna sit down here and, hey, Crazy Quill, gonna sit down and have a little chat about different kinds of teaching pro, and this is really different kinds of coach or instructor. Yeah, it is way too cold out here. So, yesterday, let's find out, Stefano. Hey, Linda. So 2 days ago, 2 days ago, I got back from Costa Rica. We did a 7-day clinic there for 6 students, which was an amazing experience. Enjoyed it very much. Probably the best, sorry to say this, John, probably the best overall group of students that I've worked with on one of my kind of extended, longer clinics like that, just as far as cohesiveness within the group, how well everybody got along, how focused everybody was. Sorry, the HVAC is about to kick in here. I'll try to speak clearly. So we were there for 10 days and back in Wisconsin now, and I've been trying to think about what some of the most important lessons are that I came away with myself. Not yet. I'd love to get Uniqlo as a sponsor. Really love their stuff. So something in particular I've been thinking about is, I'm going to turn off the HVAC because this is important. Ira, I need to turn off the heat.
Turn off the heat?
Yeah, because
it's... turn it on.
Yeah, well, it's been on, but it's too noisy.
Oh, you need to turn off the heat.
Thanks, Kirby. All right, so I've been thinking about my own approach as a coach a lot recently, because there's many ways that I've kind of evolved my instructional approach over the last couple years. And in my view, there's 3 very distinct levels of coach or teacher, 3 different, and there may be more than this. This is just kind of some random thoughts that I've had recently. Level number 1 is the kind of coach or teacher that they're a good facilitator of your time, in that they get you moving, they have you hit a lot of balls, they're good practice partners, and they're good as far as communication skills are concerned, but they don't give you a whole lot more than that. They don't really give you anything special as far as insights. They basically repeat the same kind of cliche phrases and suggestions and instructions that everybody else does. It's not really anything new. It's just status quo time spent with this kind of instructor. And that's fine as far as it goes. And quite honestly, there's a lot of students out there that are looking for exactly that type of time on the court. They want to move around a lot. They want to hit a lot of balls. And they're not really necessarily interested in focusing much on the improvement process. So we'll call that level 1. Level 2 is an instructor who has been around the game long enough and they care enough about what they do that they're able to give you some unique insights. Level number 2 coach or instructor is able to give you those aha moments. They're able to give you those moments where you kind of have an epiphany and you realize that the way that you've been doing something is not the best way. And for the first time, they helped you understand the difference between the way that you do it and the way that you're supposed to do it. And so there's this kind of special moment for both the instructor and the student, where the light bulb goes off and the student is like, oh, I finally, I get it. And now I can execute this. I can do this because I finally understand. And for me, for a long time, that was the biggest thrill for me. That was the biggest high for me, was when I was able to help a student finally achieve that moment of clarity where they actually understood. Looks like I'll be doing a lot of blocking today. Where they actually understood what they should be trying to do. Lots of blocking today. I don't have any patience for for anything like that. So we'll call that level 2. Now, recently I've started focusing more on the improvement process, because here's the thing: understanding is not the same thing as execution. You can have all the knowledge you want. You can have all the understanding you want. You can have all the breakthrough kind of aha moments you want. But if you can't execute the skill, then it's useless as far as actually performing better on the court is concerned. I'm not going to say having knowledge is useless. Obviously, knowing more about the sport serves a purpose in and of itself. But if you're watching right now, I'm assuming that the point for you is actually playing better tennis. You actually want to play at a higher level. That's the point, right? Tap the screen a couple times for me if that's the point for you. You're watching right now because you desire to play at a higher level than you currently are. So if that's the case for you, then knowledge is not going to help you. It's execution that ultimately results in a better struck shot, or a better, shot with more spin, with more depth, with more power, with more angle, with more whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Now, execution only comes by following a process. It comes by repeating a new skill a certain way, a certain number of times, so that it becomes a new habit. So you can have as many breakthrough, light bulb moments as you want on the courts, but if you don't, then here's what you need to understand. That breakthrough moment of clarity where you finally get it and the switch flips, the light bulb goes on, whatever you want to say, when you do it right for the first time, that is the first step in a marathon towards better tennis. That's just the first step, the very first step. Once you finally get it, now you have to move through some kind of process that actually trains your body to be able to recreate it reliably and whenever it is that you need it. And it's not good enough to just be able to execute it when your coach feeds you a ball. It's not good enough to just be able to execute it when a ball machine hits the ball to you, or when you're in a practice rally back and forth. You have to be able to recreate that correct execution during a moment in time where it actually counts, when it actually matters on the courts, aka during competition. And being able to do it during competition is completely different than even being able to understand and do it and execute it when you're just practicing. Everybody knows that, right? It's a totally different ballgame when you're actually competing. So we need a process, as John just said. So this is my goal now as a teacher, as a coach, as an instructor. At this moment right now, no, I'm pretty confident Serena Williams would beat me. I think that's pretty safe to say. So my biggest goal right now as an instructor is to better understand what process takes players from that aha moment, which is important. A level 1 coach can't even get you that. A level 2 coach can at least explain things a little bit differently depending on the students to help them actually get it, to actually understand it. That's good. But a top level coach can then give you a process to follow, a guideline, a path to go down, so that you can actually make it a new habit and a new cemented part of your game. I'm not familiar with the LTA rating system. I don't know whose birthday party that is, sorry. Hopefully that makes sense. This is what you should be looking for from a coach, from a teacher. It's not good enough to just hear cliches and catchphrases for an hour. It's not good enough to be run around corner to corner doing windshield wiper drills for an hour. Having somebody explain things to you so you actually get it and move you through movements and motions and drills so that you actually feel it kinesthetically, that's extremely important. But you need to take it one step further from there if you're serious about playing your best tennis possible. And that is, you need a coach or an instructor that can actually show you the path to follow to make those aha moments actually stick and have them be new habits. Does that make sense? If that's helpful to you, do me a favor, tap the screen a couple times. Yeah, I've got several videos specifically on racket head speed. Do a YouTube search for There Is No Spoon, I think was the name of the drill. A couple different videos. Type in Essential Tennis, No Spoon. And that's probably my favorite video on racket head speed. Also do a search for No Strings Power Drill. No Strings Power Drill is another good video on racket head speed. So check those out, and hopefully they're helpful. Any other questions I can answer? If not, I'm going to sign off in just a second here. Thanks for tuning in today. Hopefully this description has been helpful to you. I hope that you're able to find a coach that is able to move you through the improvement process successfully. Yeah, you're welcome, George. Good to hear. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for the hearts, everybody. Thank you for your attention. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. Make sure to check out the Serena Serve video that we just published today. It's on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Essential Tennis. It's also on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Essential Tennis. Basically, I move right through each phase of Serena Williams' serve, point out the different parts that you all should be copying, trying to emulate. Awesome. Got all kinds of interesting people on the broadcast today. And there's also a free PDF download that comes with that shows step-by-step the different positions and movements that really make up her serve and have allowed her to be as dominant as she's been with her serve. So check that out. With that, I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys very much. I'll be talking to you all again very soon.